Week 14 is just around the corner in the NFL season, and also holidays are right around the corner as well with Jelani Goodridge-Reid. And speaking of the holidays, we want to show you a special gift we got.
Yes.
J-Unit coffee mugs brought to you by the one, the only Krina Mustafa. We want to thank you. And also on the back,
thank you.
You already know.
The best.
The J-Unit is the best unit ever. So, because we are the J-Unit, we're of course going to give you our Week 14 locks for this NFL slate.
Yes.
Jelani, let's start off in the NFC North, where potentially the most shocking line of the entire weekend is the Detroit Lions.
Are they
favored? 2.5-point favorites against the Minnesota Vikings. The over-under right now is currently set at 52.5. Jelani, are you backing the Lions as favorites, or are you going to take the underdogs in the number 2 seed in the NFC, the Minnesota Vikings?
Well, first of all, I think this over-under might be the highest of the weekend, but also the Lions favored, you might think it's shocking. It's actually not. They're a high-scoring offense. Amon-Ra St. Brown, we know what he can do. DeAndre Swift, we know what he can do. Jamal Williams. So this is an interesting team. And Jameson Williams, we'll see if he gets incorporated. But no, I got the Vikings. I got the Vikings this weekend. They're the better roster. They're playing better. I know they've had some games where they've almost lost. Like they could have lost to the New York Jets on the weekend. But I believe in them this weekend. And they're playing well. They're 10-2, right? You got to give them that respect. I do think this could be a trap game, though. But give me the Vikings.
Yeah, look, so these teams play very tight, as you said. The last couple games they played have been determined by 2 points, right? So even if you got the Lions to win, it's 2.5, right? So it wouldn't make any sense. So I'm going to take the Vikings because the Vikings, like you said, are 10-2. They're playing very well. It is a divisional matchup. They want to wrap up the division. They want to secure playoffs.
They could clinch if they win or tie. They clinch a playoff spot this weekend.
Right? So I think the urgency will be there from the Vikings. Give me the Vikings on this one. It will be very close, though. Like you said, I
think it will be close.
I don't think it's going to be a blowout.
Their defense. It's their defense.
Detroit's been playing a lot better since they started that winning streak, right?
Yeah,
and I think Dan Campbell has his team playing well, and they're still kicking around in the playoff picture.
They are. They're in the hunt right now. 5-7.
Right? They're 5-7, right?
Motor City.
Let's stay in the North. We're going to go to the AFC North, where the rivalry that was the best in football.
Yeah,
I don't know if we can say
not
that
as
now.
much right now,
The Baltimore Ravens are at Pittsburgh. No Lamar Jackson, of course, and Kenny Pickett. The Steelers are 2.5-point favorites. This is set at 36.5 for total points. I don't expect any offense to be scored here. But are you going to take the Steelers, who had an impressive win in Atlanta, or are you going to go with the Ravens, whose defense looked very good against the Denver Broncos, whose offense, quite frankly, isn't very impressive.
I think that Ravens get this one. It's going to be very close as well. Like just the last game we talked about, divisional games are different, right? I think money line wise, I would actually go Steelers here. But I think the Ravens cover. Huntley comes in, and when he does come in, he's similar to Lamar. He has a similar skill set to him, and they play well with him on the field. I'm just looking at that Ravens defense. Can they hold up, right? They've had a lot of games that they should have won, and they've dropped it because of that defense, right? The Steelers, they've covered 5 of the last 7 games, so they are playing well since they've gotten healthy, but I do have the Baltimore Ravens this weekend.
I'm going to follow suit. I'm going to take the Baltimore Ravens as well. For that exact same point you mentioned, Tyler Huntley, although he's not Lamar Jackson, he can play similarly. He can use his legs, and they don't have to change their offense per se when Tyler Huntley's under center. That's why I'm going to go with the Ravens. Also, I don't trust Kenny Pickett.
Me neither. I'm sorry.
As much as I think Kenny Pickett have a bright future in the NFL, I believe he's just not that guy. And I think last week could be exactly what the Ravens defense did. Yes, it was against Russell Wilson and the struggling Broncos defense.
But they played very well.
They played very well. They shut him down. And I think that could be something they can build on. And I think Marcus Peters, that secondary, guys like Patrick Queen, Roquan Smith, they will get after it. The Steelers' offensive line is nothing great.
No, it's not good. It's going to be low score.
And I think there's going to be a lot of opportunities for sacks and turnovers. And I think Baltimore will feast on that. Give me the Ravens plus 2.5. Finally, maybe the most interesting matchup for me this weekend. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers going off against Brock Purdy and his
Montana.
Purdy, Montana. Let's hold pump the brakes there. The Niners are 3.5-point favorites at home to the Buccaneers. Now, look, the Bucs season has been wild.
Very.
Right? Wild. Up and down. Even on Monday night.
That shouldn't have
That was a microcosm of the Bucs season. Up and down. They go down, they come back. Tom Brady turns back into the GOAT, turns the clock back 10 years in the last 4 minutes.
Every week.
And they win the game. I think.
Yeah, who you got in this one, man?
I'm going to take the Bucs plus 3.5.
Okay.
Now, San Francisco should win on all signs across the board, but sometimes you got to go with your gut.
Yeah.
Right? I'm going with my gut on this. I think that something special in Tampa Bay
might happen. And it might start this week or last week.
I think because think about this. They shouldn't have beat the Saints. They come back. They beat the New Orleans Saints. They're playing against if not one of the best teams.
To me, the strongest roster.
The most talented roster in the NFC
roster.
for sure. And they just lose their starting quarterback for the rest of the year.
Like the timing.
It seems like all the stars are set to align for Tom Brady.
And watch the Bucs get hot and make a playoff run. It's probably gonna happen.
Who knows?
Because they got the goal.
Who would be shocked to see Tom Brady in Arizona? So I'm gonna go with the Bucs plus 3.5, and just for reference, the over/under is set at 37.5.
I'm going Niners.
Yeah. That's probably the smart pick to do.
To me, it's not really because you're talking about Mr. Irrelevant. Okay, Brock Purdy. I think the Bucs defense hasn't played well all year, but what they did to the Saints, I think they can hold down Brock Purdy this weekend, right? They have tape on him now. That's the other thing. There was no tape on Brock last week, so that's why he had a pretty good, outing. But this week, I do think they're gonna win, and why? They're gonna run the football, right? And the Bucs, their defense, I mean, it's been, like I just said, it's been inconsistent at times this season. I think they're gonna rely on the run. And how will the run game for the Bucs look? The Bucs cannot run the football.
No, they can't.
And guess who they're playing this weekend? The best defense in football. They shut you down. They're physical. Okay, they out-physical you every single week. I got the Niners in this one.
I was gonna say, last week I picked the Dolphins against the Niners because Tua gets the ball away quickly, and Tom Brady does the same thing, but that didn't work out for me.
I got the Niners. Back-to-back weeks,
I could be completely in the mud right now, but I'm still gonna go with the Bucs.
Yeah, I got the
defense. We both got the Ravens, and we both got the Vikings. Those are our locks for Week 14. Enjoy the NFL this weekend, everybody, and we will see you all on Monday.